So we have some problems with water, and there are, of course, future problems that are going to get worse. We all know from the Foresight report and many others about the increasing global demand, etc., climate change, population growth, 7 billionth person born on Monday, apparently. And all of that's going to put pressure on our resources, and no bigger resource than water, probably eventually becoming as important as the issue of carbon, in my view. And we've got to increase food on the basis of that. So it's going to get much, much harder. Any instrument that helps farmers to understand their water resources, the efficiency of the use of it, and about saving it wherever possible. Indeed, alongside that, of course, saving money must be good. And this new water management tool can help to deliver good management of water resources, to support the thriving and increasingly competitive farming sector that I strongly want to see. Farmers are able to identify key water uses on their farm and to find new ways of saving money and protecting what is an increasingly scarce and, of course, valuable resource. So we've now got, with the launch of this instrument, a practical and realistic tool available to farmers. It promotes more sustainable farming practices, which is also at the heart of the government's approach. The Water Framework Directive from the EU, of course, is also very important. It's a massive challenge as we begin to introduce it through the CAP reforms, which none of us can foresee what they're going to look like, but they're coming. Clearly, the Water Framework Directive will be much more important. It may end up being linked as a cross-compliance feature of the single farm payment. We don't know. And as I say, our own water white paper will set out how we will approach managing water resources and the whole issue of regulation of the industry and indeed charging mechanisms. Of course, water is also related to our soils and to soil health and organic content and things like that. And it just demonstrates to me why you can't look at any of these things in isolation. They're all part and parcel of actually learning and managing to farm more sustainably. One other issue that is critical to all of this, and that is technology. And I feel very strongly that in use of water, we've got to be prepared to reach out for new technology. I actually think, and I'm going completely off script here, but never mind, I actually think we're going to find it harder and harder to defend irrigation systems which squirt water up into the air and half of it doesn't get to the ground. Slight exaggeration, but you know what I mean. And I think as water becomes more and more scarce, we're going to have to look to technology to become much more refined about how much water we use and how we get it to where it needs to be, i.e. at the roots of the crop, rather than some of the systems which we've used in the past. And I think that's going to be an area where we need to spend a lot more effort developing technology. So I'm very happy to be here to support LEAF in any context. They do such a great job, but particularly for the Water Management Tool for Farmers initiative. And I'm not sure what I actually do to formally launch it, or whether what I've just said is sufficient. Yes, there's also, shall I pour a glass of water or something? Or stronger if there is one. But anyway, congratulations. I'm happy to launch the initiative. There you go, Caroline.